Man, I still love this one from a couple nights ago. That's so outstanding. But I want to. Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushtongallery.com. It is Saturday, May 20th, 2023. I thought, you know what? As 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 much as I do like this one here that I worked on last night, I'd like to kind of sometimes I think it's a good idea to kind of spend a little bit more time on a painting. And as much as I like to go and do first thought, best thought, or I like to go and get those ideas down, sometimes I feel like I should push it a little bit further and see what I come up with. So that's where I am tonight. And of course, drinking my lovely vanilla kefir from Kelowna Supernaturals. 100% organic vanilla kefir because it's got the probiotics in it because gut health equals brain health. Or so I've been told. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this one a little bit here tonight. I'm gonna work on this one here a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna work on it with obviously some paints and maybe some inks. I wanted to get this paint layer dry, and then I wanted to kind of throw down some ink on the paint layer, and let's just see what happens, right? You know, it's kind of like so today. Just kind of dirty that field up a little bit. Oh, I don't think I've tried this before. I think I like it. Okay. All right. Let's continue. So today, had a little road trip today with my mom and my daughter. And my mom wanted to go down to her hometown and around there and decorate the graves in advance of Memorial Day, which is next weekend. And so going down there was a lot of blue, slightly hazy skies, farm fields that were planted. So I just decided that, I think what I'm going to do is just kind of work off that, get inspired by that particular landscape at this time of year, and throw down the ink on top of the paint and see what we get. And I kind of like this effect here. This is kind of cool. Look, even the white here on the blue, white on blue. Maybe a little further in the distance, you don't have as much cloudiness, but that's kind of transformed that there. Now, I don't want to do like a literal interpretation of the fields because it's just all those little lines with the plants coming up and everything like that. I kind of want to play around with the different inks and see how they behave, right? Because the trouble with ink is once you go darker, it's difficult to come back from that. That's been my understanding of it there. But I just kind of wanted to play around with it, see what happens. Try some different things here. Yeah, I went down to southern Iowa. This will be my test area down here. Well, that didn't change at all. It wiped right off. All right. Lay that on thick. See what happens. Southern Iowa. All my kin are buried. 6, 7 generations of family down there. Oh my gosh. Friends of my parents, my mom, people that my mom grew up with, they're all gone a long time. Can you imagine? I mean, I found out about people from my past long time ago, just recently, that have died, and it's like, wow, that's crazy. But can you imagine being almost 90 years old? All those people just gone. Childhood home torn down. People who lived in it just let it rot. That's sad. And then my other grandma, we when we knew one of her homes had been torn down 35 years ago at least. Now it's somebody's yard. And hold on here. Woo. Another one of my grandmother's houses, she moved every few years, she did that. So yeah, one of them's like somebody's yard. Then my grandmother had another house, and that thing was just that was the house with the shared driveway, and that thing was just downright decrepit. Like nothing. She lived there in the late 80s, and I don't think anything's been done to it since she moved. It's horrible. It's decrepit. That's the word. And then there was the last house that she lived in, and somebody had like, what's going on here? What is going on with this effect? Keep pushing it. The last house that she lived in, vastly improved. Somebody had taken like the stucco off. They put siding on it. New driveway, which I don't remember the old driveway being crappy, but somebody put a new driveway in and kind of redid the carport. I was like, that house looks good. I'd even live in that house. Well, that house looks pretty good. So anyway, we did a bit of that today. Driving around, checking out the town, having lunch on the square, Well, I've changed this. Not that it doesn't look like it's changed that much, but it's changed quite a bit. It's less orange, more of that sepia brown, and then of course adding that yellow in there. I don't know what happened there, but it sort of caused that to let's get down here on this a little bit. Make that a little bit. I like this sort of leathering effect here with the foreground. That's nice. I don't know how I did that. Putting multiple ink layers on the dried acrylic paint layer, I guess, something like that. And I like the effect that I did with the adding the white ink to the sky, making it a little bit more. Well, I'm not quite sure what I did to it there. And then you get more of a line in here. The focus is always on For me, it's always the horizon line. That's the focal point. So many of these paintings that I make. That's the style, you know. That's what I do. I do like that. I like that leathering effect. That's very good. All right, I think I'm just going to leave it here for now and take a look at it tomorrow. See how it is. I'm just stopping by and making paintings whenever I can. Anyway, that's it for now. Mark Rushton, Mark Rushton Gallery. Thanks for hanging out with me, and try to paint tomorrow. See you then.